Here's something that's almost like a joke and almost like a poem, but it's kind of a wisdom of life that, like, holding in unexpressed anger is like holding in explosive diarrhea. You can literally feel it building up in you. And the only reason you're not releasing it is maybe because the moment's going to be awkward, or because it's going to be create tension, or because it's not the right space or the right time to actually let out the explosive diarrhea of your terribly toxified spirit that inevitably has to throw up at some point in time. Like, you can feel all the grossness of the trauma and the ugliness just like building in you. Like you just ate some like bad sushi the night before. And basically that's kind of what like trauma is. It's like the spiritual version of like bad sushi. And like you can feel it like inside of like your physical fucking body, and you want to throw it up. But you don't want to like be embarrassed and throwing up in front of everybody. And so you end up holding in for a long time because you don't want to be the first person to throw up. And the irony of it is that you're in a room full of all people who need to throw up. Everybody's just full of like shit, full of all this shit that they need to like puke out or shit out or fucking like whiz out or piss out or anything like that. Everybody's just literally like full of all sorts of like gross fluids and bacteria that they're like holding in because they don't want to actually deal with how embarrassing it is to fucking just let out all the ugliness of the blatant human self that everybody is. You let out the ugliness of the blatant human self, you're gonna see all of the fucking like your human delusions, your fucking third dimensional fucking like stupid simplistic fucking reductionist ideas of what the universe really is, your small-minded fucking atmosphere. You're gonna fucking like be fucking berated with a giant tidal wave of all the stupid things you've ever fucking done in your life. And so you don't want to fucking let loose that giant diarrhea of human bullshit in front of everybody. But eventually you have to fucking let it out. Eventually you literally have to shit. You can't hold in that shit forever. It's shit. You have to shit it out somewhere. So, like, if you don't shit it out alone, or you don't shit it out into a toilet, most people, because they hold in all that fucking anger and hold in all that shit, eventually they end up randomly shitting on their wife, randomly shitting on their children, randomly in the middle of a party, and they just start shitting their pants in front of fucking everybody. Just emotionally and metaphorically, like, shitting themselves everywhere they go because they never took the time to take a shit because they were too busy being worried about being polite. That's why it's healthy to fucking be angry some fucking times. What, are you never gonna be fucking angry because you're afraid of looking mean for a little fucking bit? Would you rather like sit there and hold in all that rage and fucking die from a constipation of emotional anger? Because I mean that's what it is. It's you dying from the constipation of the emotional anger and the rage that you never let out, the pain that you had to let out, the fucking sadness that you had to let out. You spent your whole time trying to look mature and smart and fucking composed and put together and shit like that. And now you're dying because your body's literally full of a giant fucking backup of shit from you fucking doing what you're told for the last 30, 40 fucking years and not truly letting out the fucking total spectrum of the energy that you had to offer, and now your body is fucking literally full of shit.